You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
What if Master finds out? What if Master finds out? What if Master finds out?
Guess we can rest a
Please
bit.
be mindful of your personal safety.
What if Master finds out?
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
The new book from Yai Publishing House is out. Come take a look.
Yoimiya! We need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind. Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears. Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden? Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on! What's the worst that could happen? We'll give it a try! Thanks, Yoimiya!
I still think we should change it. This part is a bit boring. I like this job.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Can I improve my culinary? Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve?
Guess we can rest a bit.
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective Agency. What will you have me solve? My culinary skills.
You should really bring the...
You! The warrant is for your arrest! Freeze!
Oh no!
Stop! I have orders to search for a wanted criminal.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. Yes, it has been one thing. I have recently received multiple...
The Fatui? Oh, but...
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy, the first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today. The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the bad guys to carry out more dubious deeds!
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter. Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts only result in adding more fuel to the flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius, but you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can once you come to friendly terms with...
Whoa, leave it to me!
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls. It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental... Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Who are you?
Hello, we're here to...
Hello? What's wrong? Did you just say what's wrong? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here and greet me in such an ignoble and vulgar manner? Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a proper introduction. That is the appropriate etiquette.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
Huh. In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman. And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the likes of you. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic courtesies. Now I have more pressing matters to attend to. I'll take my leave.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her. Well, if it isn't the honorary knight! I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble. Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem? Master Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Hubert Lawrence. But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone, especially Paimon.
Aha, Schubert! I know him! Let me guess, he said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking. However, there is one... That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and however, she's still quite knowledgeable.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for... In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get. In fact, I think she...
Thanks, Amber.
Good luck, you two. I've got my own map.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the
Take care of it. Let's finish this quickly.
verdict is...
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Mark my words, vengeance will be mine.
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the... Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second ago!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort two strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just an investigation, that's all!
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But, didn't you see him first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grand Master's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still,
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise, it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right order. Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless. But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are two. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend."
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water. Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear?
Yes, it sounds much more. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract. Perhaps it would be better.
Ah, very well. Come with me.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... What comes next? Oh, right. by solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on, what did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige and dignity always takes precedence. Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so graciously toil. How dare you speak in such a manner?
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do, just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Mondstadt. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk any longer.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really...
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue. Oh, wait. I think there's a line for people with rude attitudes in this situation.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk to. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words, vengeance will be mine. You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan, and if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point, but mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius. I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious. Listen here, if you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further. Let's go. It's alright. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we've seen... Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the...
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt.
Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them to...
So this is the way things are normally for you?
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But as memories are carried in the city breeze, at least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared...
Yeah! Why were you
Oh, that reminds me. Let's leave it at... But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations.
no need! Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. A proper manner of speech, but we must also practice your... I have a very If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain... For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventure. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Paimon thinks so too.
You look all right. Let's get... That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first. Remember. That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult at first. Remember, you must...
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least. Don't flatter. This scenario was relatively... There's a ley line mono. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the hut. Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Time for retribution!
Well done. Your performance was and you managed to remain calm even in these grueling. Given such an outstanding performance, it seemed
Like Paimon said, so that's it.
Hold on. I was commending the traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made.
What? You mean Paimon was also...
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever the reason, not.
Huh? What is it? Are you trying to poison Paimon?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it and it'll help warm you up.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Paimon knew something was off.
All in the name of vengeance. Now then, given that I already have something in my...
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter. But now that you're here...
Very well. It's been some time since we've last shared a meal together. Come, take a seat. We can discuss my uncle's gift while we eat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like to order?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut? We'll take it as a gift to him later.
Coming right up. It'll take some time to prepare. I'll have it here at the counter once it's ready.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying salad also something that Amber ordered?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables, I thought I'd throw in a salad on the house. You know.
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take revenge on her for giving us a free salad?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then, please wait a moment while I get the dish for your uncle started.
Delicious unauthorized delicacies. Sarah will pay for this.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut as a gift for your uncle? Paimon's never even heard that dish before.
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu.
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less popular over time. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite. I've nicknamed it Gebratenes Fleisch mit Vengeance ever since. Ugh.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that constitutes grounds for transgression. Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is. It's nothing you should take too seriously.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well, no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for— Alright, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding. Come on, let's eat.
Ooh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, she won't accept payment for the salad. Don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. Sarah won't get the upper hand this— Alright, next you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near Springvale. He usually whiles his time—
aren't you
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again. What an Here! The Gebratenes Fleisch mit sauerkraut is ready. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually—
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't actually see. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing. It essentially strips the meaning of anything she tries to accomplish.
How come you're able to see?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse their decision. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters,
Whoa! So both sides were on—
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula must have been under— But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, they were able to quell the unrest. In the eyes of the people, but she's simply— the people like Eula should be I believe a day will come.
Once everything's settled, we should go talk to—
I'm glad. Take care.
Haven't you heard?
Could this be another—
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you two. A few humble words, huh? Yes, that sounds very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme brilliance. The glory— Impressive. my intentions were to test your humility. It appears you have become well versed in...
Oh, so he was testing us.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must say, such progress in such a short time is practical. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very good.
By the way, we brought a gift. Ahem. Paimon means we would like to present you with a small token of our good...
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person nowadays, only with no small effort could you achieve such a deed. It's been so long since I dug into a big, tasty... Ah, yes. This...
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder what it tastes like.
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family secret. Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you must be... Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of competent... to see some... friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your etiquette.
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are powerful, our status is much higher than theirs in the land of monsters, and therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so easily.
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure they'd recognize us.
Let's proceed, shall we? I'll introduce you as my guest. As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really... They're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the slightest, and you will be held accountable by the Lawrence clan.
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must exercise caution.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman? I don't have time for this.
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine. You may proceed.
You're with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course, that is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person before? And who, may I ask, is this? We mustn't bring just anyone in here.
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy. You have the word of the Lawrence clan.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wise to bring in an outsider at this time. Furthermore, there's been word that it—
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the etiquette of the nobility. I must treat them. The Knights of Favonius pay no regard to such details. They could never understand the—
And what about this thing?
You mean Paimon?
Enough! You dare question my word? Need I remind you who it is who has made your activity in Mondstadt possible? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all been driven out by the— You must immediately offer your sincerest apologies to my friend. You've offended their honor.
Fine. I'll take your word and make no further inquiries. Now, to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of Mondstadt's defenses as promised?
Oh, so that's what's...
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it so poorly drawn? Everything's so squiggly and crooked. And what is this shape supposed to be?
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I went to great lengths to carefully draw this map by hand myself. That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius.
I see. Crude, but I can make do. Are you able to verify that this is all reliable information?
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the Lawrence clan will fly above the Knights of Favonius headquarters. The rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt, belong to the Lawrence clan.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling over the details. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge our identity. There would be diplomatic consequences, you know.
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. And my new friend here. No one else will know of it. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then the city and all its people will once again be under the rightful and unwavering rule of the law. Perfect. Just as it once was, and just as it should be.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't act rashly. That is...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion Paimon! We're here—
So this was all just a
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in someone based purely on their myth?
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh? We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have never trusted these foolish... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Let's not waste time. You can't run.
I'll protect us.
Well,
Nowhere to hide.
looks like I
Punishment.
went too far.
Yeah! What it is?
This is bad.
Yeah!
The door is open. Let's go. Is that...
Don't touch me! Get out of my way! I'll leave...
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place... Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them our etiquette. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to teach them.
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my plan.
I know that you poured great efforts into these...
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle, and you are a member. You still have a chance. Then I shall plead with the...
So just to be clear, you won't...
I shall say this one last... The blood of the Lawrence clan...
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep the...
You did...
That's right. In the I've never experienced the... But I am capable of discerning right from wrong. The Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all!
Huh. Things are starting to get...
That's enough fuss for today. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had...
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one at that. Let's discuss this later. More speed.
here! Stop them! Use this first.
Shudder!
Of death.
Beg for mercy.
You can't run! Well, neither can I. Take cover!
Crush!
Use that. You must counterattack. Finally, so quiet.
Shudder!
This isn't it all.
Beg for mercy.
Burn!
Crush! Lights out.
Incoming! With sword comes shadow. Hey!
Beg for mercy.
That's where they put the diagram!
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Speed of light!
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them! Time for retribution! Leaving so soon? Harden up.
Let the show begin.
Crush!
No escape.
Shudder!
This is too so quiet. You can't run from death. Of death.
This must be it. They made but without my uncle as their puppet.
The Fatui would never lie.
True. The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start. Anyway, I'll inform the acting.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, because you stole my targets, I came to exact my vengeance.
Finally! In reality, you were worried about us and your uncle, so.
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist. You don't look too bright, and mark my words.
Hey! What
You have seeded a deep... Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never...
Bring it on! Sure!
That you will.
Standing over there. That's Ganyu! We finally found her! Ganyu! Here...
You two. I did not expect to meet you here. Is it official or private affairs that bring you here? I shouldn't. I have left the human world. Please contact the...
Huh? You don't want to be the Qixing secretary anymore? But...
That's why you're here?
What? Did something happen?
The clouds fold, and when the Adepti entrusted my Adepti blood, I delivered the letter and came back to Liyue Harbor, only to discover that perhaps that mission of mine was just a pretext to remove me. I appreciate your kind after 1,000...
Who disturbs the peace?
Cloud Retainer? We're terribly sorry.
One merely jests. One felt your presence the moment you set foot upon this land.
Wow, you
Come here to chat about the old times with Ganyu. It looks like you get along quite well. A matter leaves you at an impasse then. Not to worry. One is exceptional at seeking avenues for... yes. Since you are Ganyu's friends, tales from her youth shall one apprise you of, perhaps?
Oh, Clap...
Nothing to be ashamed of. You were so cute as a child. One is most certain that your friends would like to hear of it.
Oh, Paimon wants to hear it!
Little Ganyu loved when the horns on the top of her head were caressed. When one was still taking care of her, one was pestered most often to touch her horns. She was elsewise loath to sleep. Plump she was back then. Why, when she stumbled while we ascended the mountain, she would roll down to the bottom like a little ball. The day Ganyu bumped into a pilgrim was the first time she saw a real human in the flesh. So fearful she was that she hid in a rock's cleft for 2 days and nights. One found her wailing of a monster she had seen.
Cloud Retainer? Ugh, forget it. It's about time for my training. I will take my leave.
Ah, one's intention was merely to relieve the awkward tension.
And you did the exact opposite. Impressive.
Be that so? But returning to Ganyu, most gladdened one is of your arrival. One cannot help but feel that remaining in Deucalion-Gamerrorist shall not be good for her. One will tell you more about her, if you... Most benevolent among all Adepti are the Chilin. They drink only spring water and eat only whole grain. But perhaps the mountainous dwellings of Adepti in Deucalion-Gamerrorist might be too lonely for her human side. Under moonlight did one see her last. She stood by the precipice's edge, and upon the mist-veiled mountains she gazed. Her thin figure was immersed in the vast sea of clouds. One noticed her loneliness, and sought to convince her to go back to the human world. But just then, she said thus.
Liyue Harbor feels even lonelier than Deucalion-Gamerrorist. When I look at the sea of clouds in Deucalion-Gamerrorist, I merely feel the loneliness of a solitary cloud gazer. When I step into the sea of people in Liyue, I feel the loneliness of an inhuman that doesn't belong in the human world.
One did, by chance, hear this much of Ganyu's thoughts. Alone, she will find her predicament hard to conquer. One hopes that you will accompany her.
Oh, Retainer's right. We can't leave Ganyu depressed like that. Besides, Liyue hasn't given up on her. She's got it all wrong. Anyways,
she has sought to... She should be in...
Huh, is that so?
Why did you come here? Considering the kindness you have shown me... Yay! This trial was prepared by Cloud Retainer. Its goal is to help me feel like an Adeptus. The training is much to her signature style. I hope it won't make it seem like she is too unaware of the...
Is it difficult?
No, I'm aware of your strength, Traveler. The power hidden within you is not inferior to mine. If you're ready, we shall begin... If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised.
Rex Lapis, I am sorry. Ready, steady, go! Let's dance. So here you are.
Why did you come here? This trial was prepared, but the training is much to her signature.
Is it?
No, I'm aware of your strength. If you're ready.
No touching.
Why did you come here? This trial was prepared by... The training is much to her signature.
Is it?
No, I'm aware of your strength. If you're ready. denied. Next on the agenda... Beautiful treasures are a cause for great happiness.
Is a really awesome shooter!
If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. Why did you come here? This trial was prepared by... The training is much to her signature.
Is it...
No, I'm aware of your strength. If you're ready.
No touching! There's a lot of gliding around. It does feel like something Cloud Retainer would come up with.
Born of ice and frost. If you could see through the eyes of an Adeptus, you wouldn't be so surprised. We're way behind schedule. No touching! We've completed the task. What do you think? I agree.
Ganyu, what were you playing?
The training's not over.
Huh? So there are...
No.
Who is it?
Conqueror of demons.
Huh. So it's Shao.
I found him on a... He's already waiting for me.
Of course we are.
You're half an hour late. I see you still haven't abandoned the wrong—
I'm sorry. I had a meeting with Cloud Retainer.
I don't need your explanations and don't require any mutual understanding between us. I'm just helping you with your training.
Xiao is such a...
You're neither an Adeptus nor a human. Always treading the line between the two worlds. Instead of explaining your—
I have nothing to hide.
The body and the mind are one. The trial I've prepared for you will explore the true—
Yes. Access denied.
The trial's begun! Paimon can feel it in the air. Even the weather's changed!
Born of ice and frost.
Burn!
Access denied. No touching.
Nowhere to hide.
touching. Born of ice and frost, access denied. This is long overdue.
Time for retribution!
With sword comes shadow. Incoming. Hey! Come on, we can do it.
I've completed your trial.
You don't have to report back to me. Seeking other people's validation won't only you can evaluate the result.
Xiao always has such strong opinions.
From tomorrow on, I'll start raising the difficulty.
I have to do...
Another one of those pesky visits. I'll leave him to you, Ganyu. It's also a part of your...
Pesky visitor? So even...
Oh heavens! Blessed be Rex Lapis! I've finally come upon the adept. Are all of you the great! My name's Sin Chung. I came to ask for your...
Oh, so it's a pilgrim. Huh. He can...
Perfect! I didn't come in vain then. What blessings can you grant me?
Wow. Straight to the...
Dear pilgrim, you shouldn't jump to conclusions. Adepti don't help every pilgrim for free.
For free? Do you mean...
That's not what I meant. What I'm trying to say is that it would be unfair to...
Hold on.
Your father must have... A person of your age should focus on work and...
Are you a real... You sure you're not one of those swindlers who pose as an adeptus to cheat people out of their money? Ugh, how dare you reprove me? Enough! Doesn't matter if you're a real adeptus or...
Nobody's... Ganyu, don't let that...
It's not his behavior. I thought that coming back to but being questioned by him made me realize that But I'm unwelcome in Liyue Harbor. As an adeptus,
It's true!
Alright. I'll go with you to Liyue Harbor. If I'm proven right, I'll return to Deucalion-Gamerrorist once again.
It's a step in the right direction.
I'm still...
Come on, Ganyu,
I suppose you have a point.
That's right.
I've spent too much time in the mountain. Let's go for a walk in the port.
Happy to come with.
The smell of the sea breeze.
Ganyu, you didn't.
Well, I used to be so busy. I haven't taken a stroll around here in a long time.
Huh. That's true. Ganyu seemed to be working all the time.
Well, when I think about my time here, it put me in a certain...
Is that... It is! It's a... I wouldn't have thought I'd meet you.
Lady Ganyu, why are you calling her that?
Please don't also start calling me that. Allow me to introduce Uncle Tien.
That's all right. Just tell them the truth. They have done so much for Leo after all, and I am the one who has yet to introduce myself.
Uncle Tien is a member of the Leo Chising.
What? This grandpa is a member of the Chiefs, the same rank as Ningguang?
Hush now. I must ask for your discretion concern. Fishing in the port and strolling about are in most people's eyes.
Uncle Tien is too modest. He's been around for a long time. There's no one who can replace a person of such noble character.
What an...
Uncle Tien, please. A person of your standing should really stop calling me.
My apologies. It's not intent. Thank you for looking after me when I first ascended to my position in the Chising.
Oh, so you've been friends from...
Oh, I was just fulfilling my...
Talking about secretaries... Oh, I don't know if I should bring it up. Ganyu, I will...
Yes, she works at Yua High Pavilion and she's my junior.
I don't know, May I trouble you to meet her at Yua High Pavilion?
With pleasure. Solving the cheat...
She's back in character. Just like that, huh? Let's move then.
I don't know why.
Indeed, it has been a while. I heard that you've encountered...
Abusing his status as a member.
Don't worry. I'm always happy to help a junior colleague.
Ganyu's not only a competent secretary...
So, what can you...
Where should I start? There are obvious irregularities without any evidence.
I see. It's not...
Well, is...
Naturally. I've dealt with similar issues hundreds of times. Give me a moment to consider the best approach in this scenario. All right. Let's approach it this way then.
Huh?
If I remember...
In that case... I know what you mean, Miss Ganyu.
Exactly. Let's start with Wanya.
Yes.
So, we meet it?
That won't be necessary should we need to place a...
What? Ugh.
Well. Huh.
Don't let that... If you don't believe...
You know second...
Of course. I'd rather lose money myself than see that rascal make some.
Well then, please look...
Oh, of course. Line by line. Ah, here, that exquisite wooden Look at the tax.
I see.
But he might have destroyed...
Aha.
I hope so. Let's go to Fanmu Carpenter. Thank you for shining a light.
Oh, please.
It's all right, Weishin.
Oh, that's...
Rain, if only it could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
Welcome, well, I'm usually happy.
Kingsa really is full.
Hey, I heard that.
Master Liu, we've just...
Don't worry, I know. Why would the Qixing care about an...
Your Dongsheng bought some furniture.
Oh, it's about
Sure enough, Mr. Bog, could we perhaps...
Of course, but...
What?
I only do my woodwork and display. As for old documents and such, But some troublemakers have recently moved there. Since you need that invoice anyway...
So that's what happened.
I'll leave you to it then.
Take back the warehouse, find the invoice.
Wait,
Oh, Paimon Season 2! It's one of the Fatui!
They must be plotting.
Maybe they're the scoundrels who invaded Master Lu's work.
Ever since Osap, we won't cause. Besides, my intuition...
Now what are we waiting?
You'll get frostbite. Frozen.
Retribution!
It's time for a flash-free bath. Frozen food.
Ready, steady, go! I can't stop now, they need me.
Now you're not going anywhere. Chill to the bone.
Whoa!
Frozen descent. You're not going anywhere. Frozen food.
Cut to the chase.
Chill to the bone. Frozen descent. Frozen food.
Damn you!
Let the show begin.
verdict is?
Chill.
I think you've had enough.
Plan? What?
We just taught you a lesson. If you don't spill whatever your scheme, we'll be forced to use harsher methods.
I'm telling the truth.
If you're telling the truth,
Fine. If you really want to know, then, well, I was about to.
About to what?
Pick berries over there.
I must admit, I didn't expect you to come up with such a
It's not an excuse. I rarely have a free morning, and I heard that there were fresh berries in this. Think about it. I'm here alone, and Jinxa Village is nothing more than a retirement spot for old people.
Judging by how he's looking at us.
So you have nothing to do with the occupation of Fanmu...
Fanmu Carpenter's warehouse? Where's that? I swear, I only came here to pick
So it wasn't the Fatui who took over Master Lu's warehouse after all.
I misjudged the situation, and if our exchange only represents my personal views.
Exchange? This woman, she's clearly aware that the Ministry of Civil Affairs wouldn't side with us, Fatui.
Yes, precisely. As an alternative, you may try to solve this problem with force once again.
Paimon's in!
Darn you. How can you wear that solemn face while bullying me like this?
What's your choice, then?
I'll get back to my berries.
What a bittersweet ending.
I made a laughingstock out of myself. I might have spent too much time away from work.
No worries. It's always nice. So this is the warehouse. Seems like those troublemakers were nothing more than a few hair churls. Let's show them what we got. Judgment!
Right.
Lights out. With sword from shadow.
Time for retribution!
All clear! Quick, let's look around for the invoice. This one is an invoice from One Min Restaurant. Some dining tables and chairs. This one is Wangsheng Funeral Parlors. Oh, so they make coffins too! This one is Second Lives! We finally found it! Let's bring this invoice back to Hoishin!
I promise to help. Look. Agreed.
Please be mindful of your personal safety.
Isn't it? I told you that all. I do hope.
Groundless but I sincerely.
No. No. I'm an honest merchant. I would never get involved with any fraudulent sources of.
Haven't I made myself.
What?
He's talking with time for the
Mr. Dongsheng, can you
Do you admit? Indeed.
He's got his own share of.
Oh? I don't think you'll need.
Yes. Your enemy knew to think. You.
I'm hitting your opponent. That's how Uncle T. I figured that is Uncle. So I decided.
Ganyu solved.
Oh.
That's not.
Then
Alright, come on, Ganyu. Just say yes. Let's eat.
If it's just a meal.
Actually, I've already.
All right.
Miss Ganyu.
Sure.
That's so kind of you. Oh?
No, I don't.
With pleasure.
Even though I've only decided...
I didn't know that you think so highly of me.
However, I can't compare myself to such a...
I disagree.
Over the years, at first, but after all...
So...
You'll help her. It'd be such a beautiful... If it's not too much to ask.
Huishi, witness. It's true that I've witnessed, but I've always... Huishin, you've made me realize they rely on...
No, of course...
Hooray! Even if I won't let you down. Regardless, I'm afraid that it... No time to waste. Let's get back to work.
Good luck, Miss Gun.
Baisha, are you okay? Look who's back. You even have enough time for leisure? It seems you Not at all.
We wouldn't have survived long enough to see you again, Miss Ganyu.
Miss Ganyu, we've missed you. That's so kind of you all.
We've been praying day and night for you to return and take over your duties again.
To us, you're like...
Forget all our envy.
All right. Please divide the matters and I'll take care of the rest.
Of course.
Oh, finally. Yes, I'd like to earnestly thank you, Traveler. If it weren't for your companionship, I would still be embroiled in my inner... I'd like to repay you when I'm done.
Sure, but...
Guess we can rest a bit.
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his erroneous views. We are discussing...
First,
As everyone knows, today...
According to my research, for example, perhaps the chief's...
No. Mora, the world's first, that is...
A dagger?
Well...
I can't say. Let us not speak Rex Lapis, just the world's No.
Enough! Do you think you understand the law?
I know, but...
Well then...
That is correct.
Okay, then
There's a simple... I mean...
Excuse me, sir. I have...
Oh, it's no problem at all.
Of course. What I'm about to say is a bit your argument just now, so I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it.
Right! The Lord of G.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the god of salt. Morax used a rather...
What?
This...
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers.
No, it's just...
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon and stay back.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the Ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Jean...
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you were studying archaeology, can I go too?
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience, it is a story from...
Wait, this is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. Well, let's go. There's no time to wait. An ancient artifact